Now, Marisa, there's always that question: how deeply should, say, America be involved in some of the issues that are very domestic? I mean, there is the leadership at the local level. Here's the U.S. investing over $550 million to an infrastructure that will help develop the country, will help bring in income that should be plowed into, the education sector, perhaps the energy sector and other areas of development. Shouldn't that be enough, that the U.S. is actually partnering with others to build this infrastructure that should be of great benefit to the country and other countries in the region?
I think it's really tricky, because, for example, the US before has said, that Angola has done a really good job with democracy, and it's an example in the sub-region. And we know that that's not the case. We know that Angola has serious human rights issue. It's not a proper democracy. But on the other hand, I don't think that we can really expect much more from the US. At the end of the day, the US is coming into Angola for its own interest, which is how every state in the world operates. And it's not just coming into Angola, it's also, using Angola as a way to access minerals in the DRC, but also to project power into Central Africa, where, as we know, there's major issues ongoing between the DRC and Rwanda. I think that we also have to say, we also need to look at the Angolan government, that if the Lobito corridor takes off to the planned extent, which, is still remains to be seen, how is the government going to use the revenue that it gets from these minerals exports that are coming from Angola itself, but mainly from the DRC, potentially also from Zambia, although there's a lot of work to be done there? How is it going to use that wealth? Because, as you know, Angola has massive oil wealth, and that has not translated into better socioeconomic conditions. And I think that's what we need to be watching much more closely. What is the Angolan government actually going to do? How will this be different from the past?
Yes.